How's it going, you sexy beasts? It's Thursday, meaning it's time for another patch to Planetside 2. This week we're finally getting the Infiltrator update, camouflage consolidation, soldier voice packs, revive times for fallen teammates, starter quizzes for some awesome free loot, and a new and improved mini-map. As usual, the patch notes posted on the official forums will be linked in the description below for your convenience, or if you just want to read along the topics as I cover them. I won't be covering every single aspect of this patch since there's plenty of minor bug fixes that aren't really game changing. So let's go ahead and cover what we've all been waiting for, the new Empire specific sniper rifles. These have finally hit live servers and they're pretty beastly. We've got a total of 3 of these faction-specific sniper rifles, which include the new conglomerate's AF-8 Railjack, the Terran Republic's Trap M1, and the Von der Sovereignty's Phaseshift VXS. To top it all off, we've also gained access to the new Nanite Systems weapon, the NS-30 Vandal, which is an Empire-agnostic semi-automatic scout rifle. We'll go ahead and talk about the best faction first, the new conglomerate and its new AF-8 Railjack bolt-action sniper rifle. This weapon is the second of its kind, actually using coil, magnetic, and Gauss technology. It deals 750 damage maximum up to 10 meters and falls off to 450 minimum damage out at 450 meters. It comes with a 10-round magazine and another 70 in the reserve. The main selling point to using this weapon is its complete lack of bullet drop and its insane muzzle velocity of 850 meters per second. To put it in comparison, the previous best long-range bolt-action sniper rifle, the EM4 Longshot, had a muzzle velocity of 650 meters per second, 5 rounds in the magazine, and 40 in the reserve. If you plan on running a bolt-action sniper rifle without a suppressor, hands down, the AF-8 Railjack is what you should be using. If you do plan to put a suppressor on your long-range bolt-action rifle, then stick with the Longshot. The Longshot has a higher velocity and less bullet drop while suppressed compared to the suppressed Railjack. Moving on to the boys in red, the Terran Republic. Their new Empire-specific sniper rifle is the Trap M1, and it's more of a combat carbine than an actual sniper rifle. If you're a fan of the Saber 13 assault rifle for the combat medic, and you want a weaker version of it for your infiltrator, then the Trap is perfect for you. It deals 184 damage per shot, has 18 rounds in the magazine, another 144 in the reserve, a short reload speed of 2.3 seconds, and a long reload speed of 3.25. Its muzzle velocity is 600 meters per second, which is rather nice. By default, it's set to a 2-round burst, which will consistently drop non-nanoweave targets in 3 bursts. You can also set the weapon to a 3-round burst or just semi-automatic, but that's kind of ruining the mechanic built for the gun. It also comes with a lowered first shot recoil multiplier, so your shots land on target much the same way the Saber 13 utilizes. Surprisingly, I would just recommend sticking with the Saus 20 if you're going to be more of an in-your-face infiltrator, since it has a higher rate of fire and larger ammo pool, as well as being 200 certs as opposed to the Trap's 1000 certification cost. Last but certainly not least, we're on to the Von der Sovereignty and their Phaseshift VXS. This rifle has got to be the most unique of the 3 as it has no ammunition pool. It deals 400 damage per shot while fired semi-automatically and can be charged up to 550 damage per shot. It may sound like a very low amount of damage, but it comes with a hidden 2 times damage headshot multiplier, whereas most other weapons have a 1.5 times damage multiplier on headshots. This means that getting headshots while firing semi-automatically will net 800 damage, and charged headshots will deal 1100 damage. Since this weapon uses 0 ammunition, it instead uses a heat mechanism, much like the Engineer's repair tool. It charges up like the Lancer to deal additional damage, or can be fired semi-automatically. The only limited factor you have to consider is your heat dispersion. Once the weapon overheats, your soldier will automatically replace the overheated fuel cell, which takes about 6 seconds before the weapon is ready to fire. Waiting out the time for the weapon to disperse its heat from near full to empty is about 5 seconds. Even though this weapon only has a projectile velocity of 550 meters per second, there is absolutely 0 projectile drop, so you won't have to compensate at all over distance. The final weapon we're getting this patch is the NS-30 Vandal, which is the Empire agnostic scout rifle available to the Infiltrator class. On the surface, this weapon just seems like a copy pasta of other medium-range semi-automatic scout rifles, such as the TR's HSR-1, the NC's AF-6 Shadow, or the VS's NIC's VX-31. It has the same damage model, which is 334 damage up to 15 meters, and falls off to a minimum of 280 damage out at 75 meters. The main differing factor between the old semi-auto scout rifles and the Vandal is the negligible slower bullet velocity of the Vandal being 20 meters per second slower at 520 meters per second. The Vandal comes with 15 rounds per magazine and 90 in the reserve, as opposed to the old 12 round per mag and 84 reserve. Short reload speed is 2.6 seconds and long reload speed is 3.5 seconds. The largest benefit to using the Vandal is the 0.75 times movement speed multiplier while aiming down sights, which makes this an awesome battle rifle to use for medium range engagements. Those are all the weapons included in this patch, but there's still plenty more to cover. If you've logged onto the servers already, you've more than likely been presented with a questionnaire of sorts, asking you to choose which way you like to play the game most. These include if you prefer fighting infantry, preferring close quarters combat, or even if you like to be a specialized soldier instead of an all-around combatant. If you're new to the game, answer to the best of your ability and you'll get a free weapon that fits your class the most that resembles your answer, as well as a cells pattern camouflage usable on your soldier, weapon, and vehicles. To top it all off, you'll get an experience boost too. For veteran players, you can just click all the bubbles and get to the end, in which you'll be able to choose specifically what free weapon you receive. If you choose Infiltrator, you'll receive the Ghost if you're VS, the SASR if you're NC, or the TSAR-42 if you are TR. For the Light Assault and Engineer, you'll receive the Pulsar C if you're VS, the T5 AMC if you're TR, or the Razor GD23 if you are NC. For the Combat Medic, you'll receive the Corvus if you're VS, the Carnage AR if you're NC, or the Cycler TRV if you're TR. For Heavy Assault, you'll get the Pulsar LSW if you're VS, the EM1 for the NC, or the Rhino if you are TR. Finally, the Max Suit. You'll get the Cosmos if you're VS, the Grinder if you're NC, or the Mutilator if you are TR. Keep in mind that all the max weapons awarded from the questionnaire are for the left arm only, which means you can't run double anti-infantry weapons right from the start. Another thing to note is that this questionnaire is for one character per account, and the weapon that is unlocked is only specific to that character. So if you have yet to log into the game, make sure you log into the character you really want to get that free weapon. With all the free stuff being handed out, we've had all of our camouflage consolidated into one single entity. What does that mean? Well, you no longer have to spend $15 in order to put a camouflage pattern on your soldier, weapon, and vehicle. Any camouflage patterns you've purchased in the past have been adapted to this new format, and any camouflage patterns you purchase in the future will be part of this new setup. Meaning you'll now be able to fully outfit your soldier, weapon, and vehicle with a single $5 purchase of camouflage from the depot. Also, if you've only purchased a single type of camouflage pattern in the past, such as only getting the halftone camo to bring out the booty of a Vanu infiltrator, then you'll now have access to that same camo pattern to both your weapon and vehicle. Keep in mind though that if you have purchased all three camo types in the past, such as purchasing said halftone camouflage pattern for your vehicle, weapon, and your soldier, you will not be issued a refund or compensation of any kind. Radar X has already taken to the Planetside 2 subreddit to state and confirm this. There's been a few tiny user interface tweaks, but will make your gaming experience much better. First off, the minimap has been cleaned up and made much more sleek. The experience percentage, certification counter, and facility name have been moved to the bottom of the minimap, and the blue border has been removed. Spawning into the game immediately puts you into the deployment screen, allowing you to free switch continents or deploy where your faction needs reinforcements, instead of placing you into the most recent warp gate of your last gaming session. There is now a revive timer of 30 seconds for fallen teammates and will be indicated by the revive notification blinking faster and faster as the remaining revive timer begins to run out. Also, once a player is revived, they have 10 seconds in order to accept or decline the revive. If the revive is declined or no selection is made within 10 seconds, then the player's body will be removed from the world and the player will no longer be able to be revived. Final thing to note for this patch is the update to the current soldier voices as well as the implementation of some premium voice packs. The default voices that we all know and love have had additional contextual phrases added to their arsenal. These phrases can be triggered by throwing grenades, killing enemies, reloading your weapon, healing a teammate, repairing a friendly vehicle, or when you get shot by an ally. Keep in mind that all these contextual calls are specific to your allies only, and your opponent will not hear your soldier call out when you're throwing a grenade or reloading your weapon. With the addition to these contextual callouts, we've had the premium voice packs added. There are currently 4 voice packs per faction and gender, meaning if you unlock a voice pack for your female Vanu soldier, you cannot use the voice pack for your female Terran Republic soldier or any combination. The voice pack will only be able to be used by the faction and gender you've unlocked it for. You can listen to these new voice packs in the depot under infantry gear and clicking the preview button for each specific voice pack.
Eyes open. Enemy heavy.
There you have it, you sexy beasts. The patch for February the 27th, which includes the much anticipated Empire specific sniper rifles. So, what is your favorite part of the patch? Do you like the new automated voice callouts or the new voice packs? Or are you more interested in tearing up some non-believers with the Vanu Sovereignty's new Phaseshift? Let me know in the comment section below. Personally, the camouflage consolidation was a really awesome move, which means that I now have a lot more camouflage than I did before. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, and if you did, please give it a mega super awesome big ass thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like these, then go ahead and subscribe.